Good morning, my friends. It's been a long time since I've streamed, but we're back. We're back. I'm actually traveling right now, so we're going to make this short and sweet because I'm actually in the lobby of this hotel and I don't have a mic. But I couldn't ignore the fact that Bitcoin is pumping. The rest of the crypto market looks like it's doing very well. And I wanted to talk about Bitcoin really quickly, just about things on the charts, as well as some of the things going on for Cosmos ecosystem tokens or projects, I should say. So let's go ahead and just jump straight into it, guys. We're going to go ahead and share with you guys the Bitcoin chart. I'm using Market Cipher as my favorite oscillator and indicator tool of choice, excuse me. Um, and as I do that, guys, I'm going to just kind of show you guys a few places on the charts for you guys to expect resistance and or support. And this isn't going to be a very detailed one, but I just kind of want to throw out a couple of things that I was seeing and kind of like scoot on with the conversation and reintroduce myself to people who haven't seen me in a long time. Guys, I took a little bit of a hiatus from streaming just so I could deal with things at the family office and stuff like that. But, I can't ignore what's going on. So we're going to jump right into it. Guys, we're taking a look real quickly at total before we jump into the Bitcoin chart. And this is something that I posted earlier this morning on my Twitter account. Excuse me, I was going to say on social media, but it was just my Twitter account. And mind all the doodles. But I just kind of want to throw this out there. It's a little bit of a reach, but we are on the daily time frame, and this is the total market cap. Yes, we did not use the total top of the previous highs for the total market cap, but we just used an average, as you guys can see here, for the total market cap to start our pattern. And this is a huge cup and handle pattern that I'm showing you guys. It's a little bit of a reach. Again, I posted this on my social media that it was admittingly a little bit of a reach, but if you guys don't know, cup and handle patterns are very bullish usually, and this is showing a huge cup and handle pattern that, if plays out, could lead us into probably $3.5 trillion for the crypto market. And I'm saying that very conservatively. Usually, my rule of thumb for cup and handle patterns are the depth of the cup is usually pretty much what you could expect if it actually does play out for the pump. So again, if we have from on, and I'm just kind of eyeballing, I'm not being exact or anything like that, from the halfway mark, and I'm just going to say this is halfway, it's about 45% here, right? And it's a little bit nuanced and a little bit I should say it's a little bit more than what I'm showing you guys. Again, I'm admitting that, but usually it's about halfway down. The depth of the cup is what you can expect for the pump realistically, and that's conservatively as well if it does play out. Now there's a huge amounts of ifs, but again, let's just say here this is the handle here, and we break out, we play this out from the handle, and we go again 45%. That's right around that's 40. Let's just say 40 is actually a realistic one. That's right around 3.81 for the total market cap. That would be huge because you guys know that the vast majority of the dominance is going to probably remain, because if the trend is our friend until it's not, right? The trend has been the dominance is with Bitcoin right now, and it's probably going to stick with Bitcoin because all of these ETFs and all these recent developments for the political landslide and the rest of the global markets and stuff like that, you can kind of pretty much expect that the dominance is going to stay with Bitcoin. Hopefully you guys can all hear me and I'm not just rambling on without anybody. Can you guys all hear me okay? I know there's like 18 people. It's early in the morning. Let me know in the chats if you guys can hear me okay. I see it going off, so hopefully it's fine. Again, I don't have a mic, so I'm kind of sketched out about it. But again, my point being that yes, there's going to be some alts that get some bleed over or carry over from the total rise because they're like a rising ship. Or I'm sorry, rising tide raises all ships. But I do believe that the majority of the dominance is probably going to stay with Bitcoin and Ethereum or Solana, right? But Bitcoin, it's kind of like the major three right now is Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Even though Solana's having its problems right now, but it's because people are using it. So I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of feel like I was going to use a pretty bad word there, but I was going to say pretty irresponsibly bullish on Solana. The fact that it's down again means that it's being targeted for a reason. And the reason is because there's liquidity there and there's use cases there and there's demand there. You don't get targeted. I guess you do if you have security vulnerabilities and stuff like that. But usually, like they're people who are targeting things things that have problems is because the attention's there, right? The traction's there. All right, let me go. You guys, I think you guys get my points here. Total market cap right now, though, is 2.67 trillion. And we are marching our way back up to that 3 trillion market cap. Again, you guys remember how the vibes were when we were back at 3 trillion for the total market cap. It was insane. Right now, Bitcoin is on a tear. Excuse all these little markups on my charts here, but we're going to zoom in on the daily time frame. Again, we're going to stick on the daily time frames for a lot of these. Bitcoin's at $79,562 as we make this video. We are marching to $80,000. We are marching to $80,000. Welcome to the new all-time highs you guys are experiencing them today. So if you guys are even interested in the markets, if you guys have taken a position in the past, know that right now you guys are in profits. And you guys who have watched my videos in the past know that I'm a huge advocate for securing profits and making sure that you're a winner at any given time. There is nothing wrong with taking profits in any kind of form. If you're in profits, you're a winner. Do not compare your gains to other people's gains, and do not set your expectations of gains based on hype. Right? Like I know everybody, and I'm going to put this out there too. I do think Bitcoin's going to be going to a lot higher price points. I do think conservatively for the top of this, you want to call it a super cycle or whatever momentum that we're in. You can see that we're in an uptrend. We're on the daily time frame. You can see this right here. We are in an uptrend. But for whatever the case may be, I do think that we're going to see a good run up to probably about $120,000 per Bitcoin. And I do think there's where we're going to find a lot of resistance. I wouldn't even say resistance, but we're going to slow down the momentum, because once we get to about $120,000 per Bitcoin, it not that it isn't already, but it becomes a different game on moving the markets. A lot more capital, a lot more liquidity has to come into the markets in order for us to move the price point, to move the goalposts in a significant way higher, right? In the conversation of price. But in any case, I'm not going to get too much into that. That's just my conservative thoughts. I do think that for this movement, we are going to have our ebbs and flows, but I do think that Bitcoin's going to be running up to about $120,000 conservatively, right? Realistically and conservative. That's my humble opinion. If you guys have been following my Twitter account, you guys already know that I've already taken profits. I just took some profits, actually, not huge amounts, but I definitely secured more profits again when we went back to all-time highs. And we retested that just a couple of days ago. I was like, this is crazy. I've been in the markets far too long to not realize gains when we go back to all-time highs. I was taking positions when we dumped back down into the 50s. Hell, I got my original Bitcoins, not at the lows like a lot of other crazy people and stuff like that, but I got my Bitcoins in the teens, right? So I was already securing my profits on the way up. And anytime I do that, like I'm in huge gains as far as like where I took my original position, right? You have to think about that. Where was your original position on when you accumulated your Bitcoin, or when you, custodied? Hopefully you guys are self-custodying when you guys took in that Bitcoin, and judge your positions and judge your taking profits on that, not on everybody else's. Don't do it on everybody else's. There might be some people that just bought Bitcoins at $75,000 and they're looking for that $120,000 Bitcoin price point before they take profits. But if you took a position like I did back in the teens, like you'd be irresponsibly, sitting on a position that you should probably more than likely, and this is not financial advice, but I don't think I actually even, my friend Joe was telling me, shout out to my friend Joe. I'm wearing his hat right now. I love this hat. But, his lawyer is telling me you don't even have to, or his lawyer told him that you don't even have to actually say that to people. Don't, it's not financial advice. I'm just telling you, peer-to-peer, friend to friend, if you've taken a position at any time in the past, you're in profits right now, and it's not wrong to secure profits. Like, let's just say I bought mine in the 16. I think I bought mine like 14, 13. But let's just say I bought it there. To where we are right now, guys, you're up 368%. There's no reason at all for you not to, consider at least taking some profits. It's okay. Like to me, you're insane if you just keep going. Anyway, I just want to show you guys, and you guys can see here on this dotted line, that's like, again, I have it out there. I practice what I preach. When I get there, ooh, the lights are turning on. That means a lot of people are going to come and get breakfast soon. When I get to this price point, I will probably exit the vast majority of my positions with Bitcoin that are not, locked away and set aside for just the long haul for my kids and stuff like that. But like, I will probably, because that's a 500%, That's probably more than that. Actually. Let me go back. Really, like honestly, let's just again 6x because I don't want to change this. But if you bought bitcoins like I did at the 16,000s or something like that, and you get up to 120,000, that's 735 rough give or take percent on the charts. That's per position per Bitcoin per investing. Like that's like if you don't take profits on that, like what are you doing? What are you here for? Um, Anyway, I'm kind of rambling now. The coffee's good at the hotel. I'm on my second cup already. I think my just internal clock like knew that Bitcoin was at all-time highs, and it was like, wake up, Tank, let's do this. Go downstairs. I already do it anyway. I wake up early, but it was like, go downstairs, look at the charts, it was like, it was trying to give me a reason on why I should be streaming again. But anyway, we're at 79,562. Guys, hit that like, hit that subscribe if you guys are following this on YouTube or on Twitter. I would greatly appreciate it. We are going to be coming back and streaming a lot more, giving you guys my 2 cents on what I'm seeing on the charts. And then, of course, we're going to be doing some educational videos on some of the ecosystems that I'm keeping my eye on. But yeah, Bitcoin's pumping right now, guys. And again, if we're on the daily time frame, you guys can see here that I was tracking this uptick momentum that we had here, and we had 1-2 touches. You can call this kind of like a third glance, which is really, really strong when you're looking at that kind of movement to the upside. Anytime we come and look at support lines, and especially when you bounce somewhat on past resistance, that's also just like reconfirming the support on the price movement that's going upwards. And obviously, when I'm just going to say it, even though who knows, all social medias, I think social media is getting better with this. But now that Donald Trump has won, and we are in a lot more favorable political position as far as the crypto industry goes, there's a lot of momentum that could ride this. And also, you think about the Fed, and wow, I could go down a whole nother rabbit hole with Jeremy Powell and like the Fed chairman seat. That is such a crazy, corrupt position, an entity, right? I freaking hate the Feds. They're not beholden on anybody. I know there's been a lot going on right now and conversations going on, so I'm not going to steal anybody else's thunder. But if you watch and listen to certain channels, they've been going over how they're basically just, a loose cannon that's not beholden to anybody. And God, I can't wait for him to be gone. Anyway, so yeah, Bitcoin's pumping. Link is doing really, really well. It's up almost 6%. It's at 1459. Again, I'm going to just show you guys some places on charts, and out of respect for other guests that are here because they are coming to get their morning coffee and stuff like that, I'm going to kind of like fly through this and wrap it up. But right now, Link it's retesting. You see this white line? It's going to retest the resistance here because this was previous resistance, and it needs to get over 1550. I'm sorry, 1515 before you can confidently say it's going to break back out of this sidewards trend that it's been in. Solana's at $205, and you can see here that I was tracking this quite a bit here. And it's broken out of its previous resistance here, which is a good thing. Like even with all of the things that it's dealing with right now, you can see this right here, this white line. It did already break out of this resistance. And now it's retesting its past all-time, or not, I should say all-time, it's past high resistance here, which if it can escape out of that, if you go back here, you can see that the next resistance level is going to be all the way up here at 260, realistically $250, $260. So again, if you guys want to bet on that breakout, but again, if you're in positions that you took down here at 130 at these lows and stuff like that, like, come on. You gotta think about taking, look at here, from average to where we are right now, you gotta think about taking some kind of profit. It's 56%. Ethereum's at 32,000. Again, if it breaks out of this trend here, we're going to go back up and retest 35, 3,200. If it breaks out of this little pocket here, it's going to run up to about 3,500, and that's where we're going to find a lot of resistance here. Atom up 10% today. And I'm just going to say it to everybody. You guys know I'm a Cosmos, I'm a Cosmos guy. And I was pointing out these lines here, these yellow lines, 750, 615, and 460. Yes, we did dip through that, but that's our 4x4 DCA strategy. Again, right now, guys, you got plenty of opportunities to take profits. Here you did, here you did, here you did. Don't get stuck in it yet again. Like, again, if you took any of these positions here at these lows and you're 4x4 DCA strategy, like I've been showing you guys, from where we bounced off to where we are right now, that's a price movement of about almost 30%. you got to be taking profits. You just got to. Um, But again, guys, if we can get out of this trend right here, the next one, it's going to be in reverse. Going back up, it's going to be 615 is our resistance, pretty much right at that 200 SMA on the daily time frame. 615 and then 750, but that's big ifs, right? That's big ifs. It needs to like very much so get out of this trend here. What I would expect also for Adam, and shout outs to Adam Accelerator for sponsoring NFT Nashville. If you guys don't see it, wearing the shirt, actually. I don't know if you guys can see that because my coffee is blocking the way. Um, what I would expect for a lot of the price movement right here, then again, I'll show you guys, is it's going to come back down to retest this, which was support right now. And when it does come back down, it's going to test right around 460. So it needs to hold up on that and then bounce. Let me move on to Jackal. Jackal is up 4.7%. Again, guys, I'm going to show you guys something here. I told you guys so many times in the past, people that have watched my channel, all you Cosmos people in the past, and Jackal has been a long-term supporter of my channel and what we do. Jackal was also a sponsor for NFT Nashville. Shout outs to Jackal, Patrick and the team. I know Coney Daddy makes videos for him that I think he's part of like the marketing stuff like that. But shout outs to Jackal. If you guys don't know Jackal, Jackal is a decentralized storage play, and I absolutely love them. Scott from the podcast has been using them for ages. Guys, you know what? I want to make another whole video about like actual use cases in blockchain, like Kosh, Jackal, Aegis, and all that stuff. Great projects. Anyway, you guys can see here, and my point was, I showed you guys that I would be taking another position, even though I was sponsored, even though I already have positions at these two levels. Now, even if it came back down to 4 cents, I would have bought. But like, look at this. It hit it to a T on our first 4x4 DCA strategy on our first level right here, 13 cents basically. Boom, to a T. And from here, let's just measure it. To where we are right now, that's 107%. That's 107% on your investment, guys. That's a double up. That's a double up for sure. You like it, and you guys know, to me, everything's all about a double up, right? If you can keep doubling whatever you're doing on a consistent basis, like you don't need to shoot for the stars. Just look for the double up. I'll take a double up every single day. Anyway, this price action is looking really good. We're on the 200 SMA for Jackal. We're just above it, but we're basically on it right now. I would think that we're probably going to retest it as support. So expect downwards price action back to the 200 SMA, which is right around 25 cents. Even if we like kind of sew through it a little bit, like, we wick through it or whatever, retest it, it would be totally fine. It would be absolutely totally fine. If you look at the 200 SMA and the 50 SMA, we're kind of going into that cross. So be careful with that, do with what you will. Stars is up 6%. Shout out to Stars. Again, a lot of these NFT Nashville sponsors I'm going to be showing you guys. Akash 4.7. And you know what? I see a lot more people actually moving around, getting a coffee. So out of respect for them, I'm going to actually be closing this down. We were just getting to the juicy Cosmos ecosystem stuff, guys. But yeah, I really do appreciate you guys coming to check out the stream. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the price action. Do you guys think we're going to go higher? Do you guys think we're going to go lower? In the Cosmos, which ones are you guys bullish on or keeping an eye on? Again, this is really just me regurgitating some thought processes about taking profits, about where I think things are going to go, so people's expectations can actually be kind of baselined instead of like just flying all willy-nilly out there. So if you guys would help me out, help the crypto market out, the more people see these videos, the more exposures your interests get. So again, guys, it's more like you're helping yourselves out. Like the video, subscribe, give that thumbs up, guys. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. I look forward to making a lot more videos, by the way, with you guys. Hope you guys are going to have a great day. Good